the beauty that stopped 1,000 ships. When Spanish explorers first arrived in Panama, they wrote letters home describing women so striking that entire expeditions delayed their return to Europe. Panama sits at the crossroads of continents, and for 5 centuries, this tiny nation has been the meeting point of every major culture on Earth. The result? A genetic masterpiece where indigenous Guna beauty, Afro-Caribbean elegance, European features, and Asian grace blend into something the world has never seen before. But the real secret isn't just physical beauty. It's something far more intriguing. And by the end of this documentary, you'll understand why Panama produces women who command attention the moment they enter a room. The bridge between two worlds. Panama is the only place on Earth where you can watch the sun rise over the Atlantic and set over the Pacific on the same day. This sliver of land, just 80 kilometers wide at its narrowest point, connects North and South America like a natural bridge. To the north lies Costa Rica, famous for its rainforests. To the south sits Colombia, a nation of mountains and coffee. The country stretches over 75,000 square kilometers, curving elegantly between two oceans like a sleeping serpent. This geographic miracle created something unique. For thousands of years, people from every direction passed through this corridor, and each wave left its mark on the culture, the traditions, and the people. The isthmus became more than a land bridge. It became a cultural melting pot that would reshape human diversity itself. The secret of the 7 cultures. Panama doesn't have one culture. It has 7 distinct ones, and most tourists never discover this. The Guna people live on the San Blas Islands, 365 islands scattered like emeralds across the Caribbean. Their women wear molas, intricate fabric art that takes months to create, and their society follows one of the last true matriarchies in the Americas. Further west, the Ngate Bugle maintained traditions in the highlands that predate European contact by millennia. In Panama City, you'll find descendants of Chinese immigrants who arrived in the 1800s to build the railroad. On the Caribbean coast, Afro-Antillean communities speak musical English Creole and cook with coconut and spices that trace back to Jamaica and Barbados. In the Azuero Peninsula, Spanish colonial traditions remain so strong that festivals there look like time travel to medieval Iberia. This mixing created what anthropologists call hyperdiversity, and it manifests in extraordinary ways that shock researchers who study the country. The canal that changed everything. Everyone knows about the Panama Canal, but nobody talks about what it really did to this country. When France failed to build it in the 1880s, 22,000 workers died from yellow fever and malaria. When America succeeded in 1914, they brought 75 different nationalities to work on the project. Think about that. 75 different groups of people, all converging on this narrow strip of land, all intermarrying with locals over generations. The canal made Panama the wealthiest nation in Central America, but more importantly, it turned the country into a living laboratory of cultural fusion. Walk through Casco Viejo, the Old Quarter, and you'll see French balconies next to Spanish colonial churches next to Art Deco buildings that could be from Miami. The architecture tells the story, but the people are the story. What makes Panamanian women different? Panamanian women grow up in a culture that celebrates confidence without arrogance. The Spanish concept of sympatia merges with Afro-Caribbean warmth and indigenous dignity. They learn from childhood to carry themselves with poise, to speak directly, to value education and independence. Panama has the highest percentage of women in executive positions in Latin America. More women attend university here than men. But here's the twist nobody mentions. Despite this modern success, traditional femininity remains central to the culture. Women dress impeccably, even for casual outings. High heels on cobblestone streets. Perfect makeup in tropical humidity. It's not about pleasing others. It's about personal pride, about honoring oneself. This combination of strength and grace, ambition and femininity, creates a presence that's magnetic. And when you factor in the genetic diversity, the variety of features, skin tones, and body types, you begin to understand why this small country produces such remarkable beauty that captures attention across continents. The festival that reveals everything. Every February, Panama hosts spectacular carnival celebrations, but in Las Tablas, something unique happens. The entire city divides into two teams, Calle Arriba and Calle Abajo. Each side elects a queen, and these women spend an entire year preparing. We're talking about dresses that cost $20,000 or 18,000 euros. Floats that rival anything in major celebrations worldwide. Dance routines choreographed by professionals. But here's what makes it uniquely Panamanian. The competition isn't just about beauty or spectacle. It's about representing your community, your heritage, your family's honor. The queens must know traditional dances, understand regional history, speak eloquently about their culture. They embody the Panamanian ideal where outer beauty reflects inner substance, where celebration honors tradition, where competition builds community. This festival crystallizes everything that makes Panama extraordinary and reveals the values that shape every aspect of life here. The tradition of the pollera. Walk into any Panamanian celebration and you'll see women wearing the pollera, but most foreigners have no idea what they're looking at. This isn't just a dress. It's a masterpiece that takes between 6 months and 2 years to create by hand. The finest polleras use 13 meters of fabric, require more than 10 million individual stitches, and cost up to $15,000 or 13,000 euros. Every detail carries meaning. The embroidery patterns represent specific regions. The jewelry, called tembleques, are handmade hair ornaments that shimmer with every movement. The colors signify different celebrations. A true pollera de gala can weigh up to 15 kilograms, yet women dance in them for hours with perfect grace. This garment represents the pinnacle of Panamanian craftsmanship and femininity. And watching a woman move in a pollera is like watching 5 centuries of history come alive in fabric and motion. The island's time forgot. The Las Tablas Islands are 365 islands, one for each day of the year, stretching along the Caribbean coast. White sand beaches that look photoshopped. Water so clear you can see fish swimming 15 meters below your boat. But the real marvel is the Guna people who have maintained autonomous control since 1925. The Guna women are the artists who create molas, reverse applique textiles that museums worldwide collect as fine art. Each piece tells a story, depicts mythology, or captures dreams. The Guna society is matrilineal, meaning property and family names pass through women. Men move into their wives' homes after marriage. This is one of the few places on Earth where ancient matriarchal traditions not only survived but thrived into the 21st century. And spending time here feels like visiting a parallel universe where different choices led to entirely different outcomes. The city that defies imagination. Panama City breaks every rule about what a Central American capital should be. The skyline rivals Dubai, with more skyscrapers per capita than almost any city in the Americas. Banks from every major nation operate here because Panama uses the dollar and has favorable banking laws. The metro system, completed in 2014, is the only one in Central America. But here's the contradiction that makes it fascinating. 20 minutes from these glass towers, the Casco Viejo district preserves buildings from the 1500s. Indigenous women sell molas on the same streets where businessmen conduct million-dollar international deals. The contrast isn't jarring. It's thrilling. This is a city where the past and future coexist, where tradition and modernity shake hands daily, and the women who navigate this environment develop a sophistication that comes from balancing multiple worlds simultaneously. The secret of Panamanian confidence. What creates that distinctive Panamanian presence? When your country has been the crossroads of the world for 5 centuries, you develop a cosmopolitan outlook. When your nation is small but strategically crucial, you learn to navigate larger powers with intelligence and diplomacy. When your culture celebrates both tradition and progress, you become comfortable in any situation. Panamanian women grow up knowing their ancestors came from everywhere, that their blood carries stories from 5 continents, that their small country punches far above its weight in global importance. This creates a foundation of confidence that isn't taught. It's inherited, cultural, cellular. Add to this the country's prosperity relative to its neighbors, the educational opportunities, the exposure to international influences through the canal and banking sector, and you get women who are equally comfortable discussing business in English, dancing salsa in heels, and explaining their indigenous heritage. This versatility, this comfort in multiple worlds, This refusal to be limited by narrow definitions, this is what makes them unforgettable. Join our global community. Drop a comment telling us which city or country you're watching from and what you think about Panama after seeing this documentary. Did anything surprise you? Would you visit? What fascinated you most? Hit that hype button and smash the like button because it's completely free and it helps us create more incredible content like this for you. Thank you for taking those 2 seconds to support what we do here. Click on one of the videos on screen right now to discover more unbelievable facts and hidden secrets about countries and cultures that will absolutely blow your mind. There's a whole world of fascinating discoveries waiting. See you in the next one.